All right, get ready because this deep dive is going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
We're going deep on the Kardashev scale today.
I love the Kardashev scale.
You sent us this YouTube video about it, and wow, it's like a rabbit hole of crazy ideas.
Well, it really is.
Dyson spheres, godlike powers, even the simulation theory.
So where should we start?
Well, I gotta admit, I'm a little fuzzy on the details of the Kardashev scale.
Sure.
I know it has something to do with how much energy a civilization can use.
You got it.
But could you give us a quick rundown?
Yeah. So basically, the Kardashev scale is a way to measure how advanced a civilization is based on, like you said, how much energy they can use.
So more energy equals more advanced. Makes sense to me.
Right. It's pretty simple. But when you think about the possibilities, it gets really mind-blowing.
It really does.
Like, where do we even fall on this scale right now?
I was wondering that.
Well, according to the video, humanity is currently at about a 0.72.
0.72. So we're not even a type I civilization yet.
Not quite.
What does it even take to get to that first level?
To be a type I, you got to be able to use all the energy available on your planet.
All of it.
All of it. Think controlling the weather,
Yeah.
preventing natural disasters, like really utilizing all our energy sources.
Wow, that's some next level sustainability.
Right.
But the video also mentioned that it's not all sunshine and roses, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's some big challenges to even reaching type I.
Definitely. It makes you think.
Like, even if we could control all that energy, could we handle it responsibly?
Exactly. The video brought up a good point. What about things like climate change? Can we even get to type I without, messing things up?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's a reality check, for sure.
Makes you think we should probably focus on taking care of our own planet before we start dreaming about building Dyson spheres.
I agree.
Okay, but let's say, hypothetically, we do get our act together.
Okay.
We reach type I, we figure out how to be responsible with all that power.
Right.
What happens next? What's the next rung on the cosmic ladder?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Lay it on me.
Type 2 civilizations, they can harness the energy of their entire solar system.
Their entire solar system, like the sun.
Yeah, the sun. Not just a little bit of solar power, we're talking about using all the energy the sun puts out.
That's insane.
And that's where the idea of a Dyson sphere comes in.
Oh yeah, the Dyson sphere.
That hypothetical megastructure that would basically surround a star and capture all its energy.
It's hard to even wrap your head around something that big.
I know, right? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
But if we could actually build something like that,
The possibilities.
it would be a game changer. I mean, colonizing Mars, the moon, it would all seem a lot more realistic.
Exactly. The video even suggests that, mastering energy on that scale could be the key to, humanity becoming a multi-planet species.
And ensuring our survival in the long run.
It makes you wonder, what else could we achieve with that kind of power?
Okay, so type 2, they're the solar system masters. What about type 3? They gotta be even crazier, right?
Buckle up, because we're going galactic now.
Galactic.
Type 3 civilizations control the energy of their entire galaxy.
You mean like billions of stars?
Billions of stars.
Yeah.
All under their control.
That is just, I don't even have words for that.
It's hard to even imagine, right? What would a civilization that powerful even look like? Would we even recognize them as, human anymore?
Good question.
In the video, it actually brings up some wild possibilities.
Oh.
It connects type 3 civilizations to things like wormholes and time travel.
Wait, time travel. Are we talking science fiction or science fact here?
Well, that's the thing about the Kardashev scale. It kind of blurs the lines.
I like that.
It makes you think, what if those crazy sci-fi concepts are actually within reach?
My mind is officially blown.
Mine too.
But the video, it didn't stop there, did it?
Nope.
There was something about type 4 and type V civilizations, right? Like even beyond galactic level.
Oh yeah, we're talking godlike powers now.
But before we get into that,
Yeah.
there was something else the video talked about.
What's that?
The Great Filter.
Ah, yes, the Great Filter.
It kind of puts a damper on all this talk about humanity reaching these incredible levels of advancement.
Yeah, it's definitely a sobering thought.
Could you remind me what the Great Filter is again?
Sure. It's the idea that there might be some kind of barrier out there that prevents most life from reaching those higher levels on the Kardashev scale.
So even though the universe is huge
Massive.
and probably full of planets that could support life,
Right.
something is stopping most civilizations from becoming those, galactic superpowers.
It's a possibility.
So what could this mysterious filter be?
Well, the video throws out a few ideas.
Like?
One is the pre-life filter.
Pre-life.
Yeah, basically, maybe the conditions needed for life to even get started are incredibly rare.
So we just got lucky here on Earth.
It could be. Makes you feel kind of special, but also kind of vulnerable, you know?
Yeah, like we're this cosmic anomaly.
But there are other potential filters, too.
Okay.
Like the intelligence filter.
Intelligence.
Yeah, maybe evolving intelligent life that can build civilizations and think about the universe and stuff.
Right.
Maybe that's incredibly difficult.
So even on planets with life, intelligence might be super rare.
Makes you wonder if we're the only ones out there having these kinds of conversations.
It does.
But there's another filter that, well, hits a little closer to home.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
The self-destruction filter.
Yeah.
The idea that civilizations might wipe themselves out.
Before they can reach their full potential.
Exactly. Through things like war, environmental collapse, or some unforeseen consequence of their own technology.
Okay, that one is kind of scary.
Especially when you think about our own track record, you know?
Yeah, like nuclear weapons, climate change, all that.
Makes you wonder, are we doomed to repeat our mistakes on a bigger scale if we ever reach those higher levels?
It's a question worth asking.
But there's one more filter the video mentions.
Okay.
It's called technological stagnation.
Stagnation.
Yeah, like maybe some civilizations, they could reach those higher levels.
But they choose not to.
Exactly. Maybe they hit a point where they decide it's just not worth the risk.
Or maybe they just find contentment in their current state.
Right. Like they prioritize things like harmony and sustainability over just pure technological power.
It's an interesting thought. It challenges our assumption that, advancement is always the goal.
It really does.
So we've got the Kardashev Scale, this measure of a civilization's energy use.
Yeah.
And we've got the Great Filter, this idea that something might be preventing most civilizations from reaching those higher levels.
Right.
It all leads to a pretty big question.
Which is?
The Fermi Paradox.
Ah, yes, the Fermi Paradox.
If there's all this potential for life out there,
All over the universe.
why haven't we found any evidence of it yet?
It's the question that keeps astronomers up at night.
And me.
The universe is billions of years old.
You'd think there would be other civilizations out there.
You'd think.
So where is everyone?
That's the million-dollar question.
Well, I'm ready to dive into that next.
Let's do it. So, the Fermi Paradox, right? It's named after this physicist, Enrico Fermi.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
And basically what it boils down to is this.
Yeah.
If the universe is as big and old as we think it is,
Right. Huge and ancient.
and the conditions for life seem to be out there,
On other planets, yeah.
then where is everybody? Why haven't we found any aliens yet?
That's a good question.
It's a question that's been bugging scientists and, sci-fi fans for a long time.
For sure.
If we're not the only ones in this whole universe,
Which I kind of doubt.
shouldn't we have stumbled across some sign of alien life by now?
You would think.
I mean, billions of years, right? Plenty of time for other civilizations to pop up.
So what are the explanations? Why the cosmic silence?
Well, there are a bunch of different ideas out there.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Some are pretty simple, some are, well, kind of mind-blowing.
Give me the mind-blowing ones.
All right, but first, let's start with the maybe less exciting, but still possible explanations.
Okay.
One possibility is that we really are alone.
As in, the only intelligent life in the universe.
In the universe, at least as far as we know.
That's kind of depressive.
It's a little lonely, yeah.
And maybe a little arrogant to think we're the only ones, right?
Well, it could be that the great filter we were talking about earlier,
Oh yeah, the Great Filter.
maybe it's just really, really effective.
It's super hard for life to get past a certain point.
Exactly. Maybe life itself is incredibly rare.
Or intelligence.
Or maybe civilizations just keep wiping themselves out before they can reach, galactic level.
So maybe all those stars, all those planets out there,
Yeah.
maybe they are empty.
It's a possibility, but like I said, there are other explanations too.
More optimistic ones?
Maybe.
Get me with them.
Okay, so what if simple life is actually pretty common in the universe?
Okay, I can see that.
Like bacteria, single-celled organisms, that kind of stuff.
Makes
But intelligent life. Life that can build spaceships and, ponder the meaning of existence.
the deep stuff.
Maybe that's way more rare.
So we're not alone, but we're the only ones in the, cosmic genius club.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe there are tons of planets out there teeming with life.
But they're all just, microbes or something.
Or maybe they're like Earth, a few million years ago.
Dinosaurs roaming around.
Exactly. They just haven't had enough time to evolve intelligence and technology.
Makes you wonder what it would take for us to find another civilization that's on our level.
Some crazy technological breakthrough.
Faster than light travel? Something like that.
Or maybe they're already out there.
But they haven't reached us yet.
Not exactly. What if they have reached a level of technology where they can travel between stars,
Okay.
but they just haven't contacted us?
Why not? Are they scared of us?
Maybe. Or maybe it's something else.
Like what?
Have you ever heard of the zoo hypothesis?
The zoo hypothesis. That rings a bell.
It's the idea that more advanced civilizations, they know we're here,
They're watching us.
maybe, but they're choosing to observe us from a distance.
Like we do with animals in a zoo.
Exactly.
So we're the cosmic exhibit.
It's possible. Maybe they're studying us, waiting for us to reach a certain level of development before making contact.
Or maybe they're protecting us from ourselves.
Could be. Like,
Yeah.
they know that interacting with a more advanced civilization could mess things up for us.
Like overprotective parents.
Kind of. They're just making sure we don't get into too much trouble.
Okay, that's kind of a cool idea, but also a little creepy.
I know, right? But it gets even weirder.
Weirder than cosmic babysitters.
Remember the simulation hypothesis we talked about?
Oh yeah, the one where we're all living in a computer program
That's the one.
created by some super advanced civilization.
Exactly.
That's a wild idea.
It is, but it could explain why we haven't found any aliens.
Like maybe we're the only simulated beings in this particular program.
It's a thought,
Makes you wonder what the point of the simulation would be.
right? Are they studying us? Are we just entertainment for them? Who knows?
So many questions.
And that's what makes it so intriguing.
It really makes you think about the nature of reality.
And our place in it all.
Okay, but let's say, just for a second, that the simulation theory is wrong.
Okay, I'm with you.
We're not alone, we're not in a zoo, nobody's running simulations on us.
Right?
Are there any other explanations for why we haven't met any aliens yet?
There are a few more ideas floating around.
Shoot.
Maybe interstellar travel is just too hard.
Too hard even for super advanced civilization.
Even for them, the distances are vast.
Yeah, space is big.
And the energy required to travel between stars.
Must be astronomical.
It might just be impractical, even
Yeah.
with advanced technology.
So everyone's just staying home.
Maybe. Or maybe we're just not looking in the right places.
Or looking for the right things.
Right. Our technology, it's still pretty limited when it comes to searching for alien life.
Like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Exactly. But maybe, just maybe, we just need to get a little more creative.
Maybe there are signals out there we just haven't figured out how to detect yet.
It's possible. And that's why it's important to keep searching.
Even if it feels hopeless sometimes.
It's easy to get discouraged, right? All this silence,
Makes you feel like we're all alone.
but we've only just started exploring.
There's so much we don't know.
Exactly. So many possibilities.
I like that. Possibilities. Keeps things interesting.
And that's what the Fermi Paradox is all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an invitation to keep exploring, keep asking questions.
And never give up hope.
Exactly. Who knows what we might discover out there?
Okay, I'm feeling a little more optimistic now.
Good.
So we've tackled the Fermi Paradox. We've talked about the Great Filter.
Yeah.
But we still have those mind-blowing Type 4 and Type V civilizations to discuss.
Oh yeah, the big leagues.
I'm ready to dive back into the Kardashev Scale.
You ready for this?
Bring it on.
All right, so remember Type 3 civilizations, the ones that can control entire galaxies.
Oh yeah, those are pretty wild.
Well, get ready because Type 5 and Type V, those are on a whole other level.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
Okay, so Type 5 civilizations, they can harness the energy of the entire universe.
The entire universe. You mean like all the stars, all the galaxies, all the matter and energy?
All of it. We're talking about being masters of the cosmos, like manipulating the fundamental forces of nature.
That's just, I can't even wrap my head around that.
It's almost impossible to imagine, right?
So what could they even do with that much power?
Well, the video gave some pretty crazy examples.
Like what?
They could extend the lifespan of stars. They could manipulate black holes for energy.
Manipulate black holes. Aren't those things like inescapable?
Yeah, for us they are.
Right.
But a Type 5V civilization, they have such advanced technology that they could control even the most extreme things in the universe.
It's almost like, are we even talking about civilizations?
Yeah, it starts to feel like something else entirely.
Okay, so that's Type 5. But there's a Type V, right?
There is. And that's where things get really mind-bending.
Mind-bending out.
Type V civilizations, they can not only control the universe, they can interact with other universes.
Other universes, like a multiverse.
Exactly. Imagine traveling between different dimensions, maybe even creating new universes.
Whoa, hold on. creating universes.
That's a level of existence that's just, it's almost beyond comprehension.
I mean, we're talking about powers that are basically godlike, right? And the video, I think it even suggested that maybe these type B civilizations, maybe they're the ones who created the simulation we might be living in.
It's a possibility, isn't it?
It's a wild thought. So if we're just characters in some super advanced civilization's computer program.
Makes you wonder, what's the point of it all?
Yeah, like what does it even mean to have free will if someone else is controlling everything?
It's a big question, it is.
But you know, even if all this is just speculation, even if we never reach type V or even type 3,
Right.
just the fact that we can think about these things, it's pretty inspiring.
Inspiring how?
Well, it shows that there are no limits to what we can imagine.
That's true.
And it shows our drive to understand the universe, even the parts that seem impossible.
I like that. And you know, even those type B civilizations, they had to start somewhere, right?
Right, they didn't just pop into existence as these all-powerful
They
beings.
had their own journey, their own evolution.
Just like us.
And every step we take, every scientific breakthrough, every little bit of progress we make,
It moves us a little closer to maybe not type V, but something greater than we are now.
exactly. And it's not just about harnessing more energy, it's about what we do with that energy.
Right, it's about how we use it to solve problems, to improve our lives, to make the world a better place.
And I think that's where the Kardashev scale becomes more than just a measure of how much energy we use.
It becomes a reflection of our values, our wisdom, our ability to cooperate and work together,
I agree, it's like a cosmic report card, grading us not just on our technological skills.
but on our ethics, our compassion, our maturity as a species.
I like that, a cosmic report card.
And it shows that reaching those higher levels on the scale,
Oh yeah.
it's not just about building bigger machines or harnessing more power.
It's about something more.
It's about evolving as a species, becoming more responsible, more understanding.
More aware of our place in the grand scheme of things.
So it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey.
It is.
Oh.
And that's a journey we're all on together.
Every time we learn something new, every time we challenge our assumptions,
Every time we work together to solve problems,
we're contributing to humanity's progress, moving us a little further along that cosmic scale.
and even if we are living in a simulation,
Even if there's some type V civilization watching us, how we evolve, how we learn and grow,
maybe they're rooting for us, hoping we'll reach our full potential.
and join them in the cosmic playground.
So, to our listener, keep exploring. Keep asking those big questions.
Keep striving to be the best version of yourself.
And never lose sight of the wonder and mystery of the universe.
Who knows what incredible adventures await us out there?
Keep diving deep. Maybe they're more interested in seeing how we handle the challenges.